Welcome to Many Cradles, or MC for short. This is a brand new series where human civilization starts over. I'm gonna talk a bit about the specific scenario we're seeing here, but if you just want to see painting on the map, skip ahead. For those wondering, this is inspired off of Adis Pro's Wixo. However, this is different from Wixo in the sense that civilization emerges in various parts of the world, similar to real life. This map representing 30 or so starting civilizations is set to the year about 2500 BCE. The civilizations which have emerged are based on probability with a bit of randomness. For example, Mesopotamia and Egypt emerged. On the other hand, we see some other regions scattered across the map which are not as commonly cited as having developed ancient civilizations. Anyway, what about before 2500 BCE? That I leave up to you guys. Let's start the episode. So first, we see these two countries establish more friendly relations with each other. This blue team and this orange Egyptian team. This orange Egyptian team is getting pretty powerful. It's establishing a lot of development around this region. It's even expanding westward into what is modern-day Libya. And these two countries, they're becoming pretty close, really. They're developing trade relations, they're collaborating, and we see things really go well for this Egyptian country through two main projects. One, they establish further down south. I think this is the path of the Nile River. Establish themselves further down south. They consolidate a lot of this desert territory. And secondly, we see them establish the world's first major city. Because before around the world, there's a lot of, sure, there's settlements, there's some population, but it's not really major organized cities. But this signifies key technological development and how ahead this Egyptian civilization is. And as if that wasn't enough, oh wow, they're placing another one. And we see that this first nation, Egypt, has developed these major cities, and we see this sort of development occur across the globe. China establishes a city near the border, interestingly. This blue team here, they establish a city. Yeah, that should work. I'm just going to be placing cities around the map. Sorry if I move my mouse too fast. Oh wow, that's awfully close to the border, don't you think, blue team? These West Africans here got a couple. Same with this Mexican and Louisianan country. But now, back to these two nations. We see some troops being welcomed into the orange Egyptian country and welcomed with open arms. This blue team over here, it seems like they have no evil intentions, right? Wrong. Blue team? Blue team, hello. That's your cue. That's your cue. The orange team, they were caught completely off guard by this, and it's not looking pretty. If you couldn't already tell, this is a surprise blue team invasion. And we see the invasion continuing to commence. And the orange team feels deeply betrayed. And why? Why this country specifically? A country they're going to become friends with, too. Well, they wanted these major cities simply enough. Anyway, that joke about the queue, like how it's telling the blue team to make its queue start, or what am I saying? Was I funny, gang? Okay, I'm yapping, fine. I should just stop being distracted, get on with the episode. The bills cannot be this high. So yeah, they're being pushed to their last breath down in two areas. The people down here, they're gonna a lot of them are going to flee to this green country over here. And whatever orange Egyptian populations we see in this country, they're pretty much they're either forcibly have their ethnicity change. Basically, I'm sure you can get the idea. What's going on in this country is not that great. So yeah. And the fighting escalates until these orange Egyptians, a small community managed to escape. The blue team, I mean, they're happy they won the war, but they're enraged they couldn't get the last of these Egyptian escapees. But where did they escape to? And it's later found out in an investigation by this blue country spies that they were helped by a foreign power. But anyway, we're going to move on from this part of the world. We see this brown country start to expand, noticeably in a certain direction. They also take the area around this lake. Why are they expanding so close? Is it a coincidence? Yeah, just a coincidence they want land. Or is it? Anyway, we see this Indonesian country down here. They also are expanding, but by what means? That's another thing to address in this series. How are these countries really getting the land? There are people living here too, in all these white spaces. Well, in some cases it's peaceful, some cases it's war, some cases it's conquest. I let you guys figure that out. Anyway. Yeah, they gain a lot of land in this island. Strait of Malacca, pretty important, significant midpoint between South and East Asia. Yet, speaking of East Asia, oh wow, these people are very maritime. Conquer. Oh wow, that's a lot of Philippines. Oh wow, you even got up to modern day southern China. Oh wow, the entire island. I'm not even surprised anymore. Next, what are you gonna do? Reach? Yeah, of course. Oh wow, that was not intended. Oh yeah, you reached Japan. Okay, I think we're pushing it a bit too much, aren't we? And they understand that they're pushing it a bit too much and they stop. But you know what else stops? Today's episode. Oh, there's some gray space here. Apologies for that. But I was just kidding, guys. For those of you who stayed, you're the real ones, and I'm so proud of you. We see this Mexican country start to gain some land over here, mainly the highland region. This is where this state is centered. And yeah, that's the most we're going to see out of this country for now. And that is putting an end to today's episode of Many Cradles. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please be sure to like, subscribe, and share.